It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on.
First play, and Young is going to throw it. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a first down throw for Young. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Young. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And some space here. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hot 70, hot 70. 19 Tiger.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Hurts. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to... down conversion.
Ready? Panther 11.
Hurts. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now here's Young. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Taking a shot for Samuel. And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Adam Thielen. 75 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown. Alec Pierce with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
These two teams all tied after one. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Young. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
following the interception. Young. Open man right side is Sharp.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. It's Young on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That's all leading. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Looking to throw. Young. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Alert! Alert!
Here's Hurts to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
60 Bison.
They're going to look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Panthers have recovered. These defenses have become so opportunistic. And no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time. Completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he should.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Let's go.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And he's got Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Out of the gun, it's Young.
He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught.
And he'll be out right at the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception is 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Warriors 17. 18 Robert. 18 Robert.
Now Young. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Young on 1st down.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Young to throw it. It's caught by Sanders. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half. McManus's point after is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
Already at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Ready, set.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Come back in. Come back in.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 tight, 19 tight. 79 Broncos.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Let's go now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurts going to take this himself.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game is